Good evening everyone. This is Paul Temple from the Diamond Light Network, and this is our Sunday evening heart circuit activation practice. I'm going to give instruction in a beautiful, simple meditation practice to activate our heart center. Now, when I say the heart, I'm not talking about the anatomical heart. I'm not even talking about the heart chakra. I'm talking about the energy center of the heart, which is a different thing than both of those others. We use the word heart to describe different things. And this is something that's important, that my guidance, that the guidance that has brought these teachings of these diamond light practices to me, that it's very important to differentiate between the physical heart, the heart chakra, and the heart center. Because our culture is confused of understanding that these are three different things. So the heart center is what we are dealing with here. And this is this beautiful pearl of light, we call it, that is right in the center of the chest. It's in the energy body, and it's actually in the heart chakra, but it is different than the heart chakra in itself. The seed of light, this heart center, is very, very important because it is the seed of luminous consciousness that lives in every being. And we've forgotten it. It's been marginalized in our scientific rationalist culture. But we talk about it all the time, of wanting to follow the heart and listen to our heart and to know our heart is true. And that is that heart center, because in our heart center is encoded our soul purpose, our soul memory, and through the heart comes our connection to all things. Quantum consciousness, all beings. So this beautiful web of light that weaves the conscious universe together. And this circuitry practice, this heart circuit practice we do tonight, connects our hearts into that web of light. So, you've probably heard indigenous elders say, all things are connected, Chief. It's in the wonderful speech by Chief Seattle. And it is through the heart that connection happens. The consciousness of the brain, particularly when the brain is not connected with the heart, it creates division and separation, and this is left and this is right, and this is blue and this is red, and this is good and this is bad. The heart consciousness unifies opposites into remembering our oneness. So these practices are to help us integrate heart awareness into our daily consciousness. And there are two pieces to the practice. The first is a visualization that I will talk us through. And then the second part is a sound transmission. And through the vibration of the bowls and the Tibetan Vajrayana chanting that I do comes a vibrational transmission of that Vajra light. So the Tibetans, they call this light in our heart the Vajra. The Vajra is that pure luminous essence that is our essential nature, that pure luminous light that is our essential nature that resides in the heart. And these Vajrayana practices, ancient practices from Tibet, are to help us remember, reconnect with that beautiful light in our hearts. Before I get too far, I just want to give a little bit of a plug that this coming Friday, on the 25th of February, I'm doing a Zoom event. It's a paid Zoom event called Clearing and Recalibrating the Energy Body. And we will be doing other sound practices in this session to help clear our energy body. We'll work with the chakras, we'll work with some upper energy chakras, and then we'll work with clearing our heart centers and heart energies to again come back and recalibrate our consciousness, recalibrate our being to the vibration of our hearts and of our sovereign soul self. Again, it's another way of connecting, remembering. So remember means to put back together our heart energy into our daily collective consciousness. So it's on Zoom, it's a paid event, it's $11, it's not very expensive. You can sign up for that. You may see a link that goes by in the stream for this later on. And you can also learn about it on our Facebook group, Diamond Light Network, or on the website, diamondlightnetwork.com. So that's my little commercial plug for the day. So first, I want to show you an image of the heart circuit. There it is. So what you see is a seated figure, and in the center of the chest is an orb of light. That's what I was describing before, as that pearl of light. So that's how we envision the heart center. This is an orb of light that is that radiant, luminous essence. And the circuitry are those 6 axes of light. So connecting the heart, one goes down through the root chakra to the heart of the earth. Another goes up through the crown chakra, up into the stars, connecting with our star family and our soul family. And then out to the 4 directions, left, right, front, back, axes of light. You know, again, indigenous people talk about the 4 directions all the time. And the reason that these 4 directions are so important, because it is through this matrix of the directions and the earth sky that we connect our hearts with all being and into the luminous web of light. So I'm going to talk through that image, but I wanted to show it to you so you sort of begin to imprint it in your mind. And visualization, as I go into the visualization, is a very powerful tool. It's important for activating energy, but I've recently gotten some information from my guides that one of the major challenges of our time right now is neurorigidity and neuroflexibility, which is relating to the synaptic patternings of our brain and our minds. People that have very high degree of neurorigidity are very stuck in dogmatic thought. It's very difficult for them to change how they think. And that rigidity, that dogmatic thinking can be extra concretized through trauma and fear that can kind of lock it in. So doing these practices of dropping the mind into a meditative state and visualizing, the practice of visualizing, so seeing things with your inner eye, begins to activate new synaptic patterns in the brain, because it's a skill we're not really taught in our world. But it's in spiritual traditions, visualization is used a lot because it's actually a spiritual tool of seeing, creating, manifesting on the energetic level. So that's one of the reasons that we do the visualization, and the visualization begins to activate that which you are visualizing. So as we visualize our hearts connected through this circuitry into the web, it actually begins to manifest in our energetic field. So I want to show, here we go. So we start by visualizing your heart as a beautiful orb of light, like this beautiful orb of light, almost like a big full moon there. We had the full moon last week, and we did a full moon practice. you can still visualize this beautiful orb of light in the center of your chest. You can close your eyes and bring your hands to your heart, both hands, bringing them to the heart. Taking a deep breath. Inhaling fully. Exhaling fully. Visualizing that beautiful orb of light. Feeling that orb of light in the center of your being. Sensing, perceiving it with your inner awareness. Feeling is also a word that has different meanings in our culture, but this feeling is the kind of sensing, perceiving subtle energy. Feeling that warmth of your heart light in the center of your chest. And that's the first step in the practice. Visualizing your orb of light, your pearl of light. Feeling it. So we're not just thinking it, we're actually beginning to feel that light in the center of our being. And then we build the circuit. So from the base of that orb of light, we send a spiral of energy down through your root chakra, down, down, down to the heart of the earth, rooting down into the earth. Feeling the earth receive your connection as the earth remembers you and sustains you and gives you energy. And so we inhale and back up from the heart of the earth, back into the heart. So we have a double helix, two spirals, one descending, sending energy down, the other ascending, receiving energy back into the heart, connecting your heart with the heart of the earth. Feeling that ancient primordial power of the earth connecting with your heart. Our hearts and the heart of the earth are one. And then on the next exhale, we send another spiral of energy from the heart up through the crown chakra, up, 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 into the stars, into the sky, connecting with your star family, your star cluster, your soul family, soul clan, up more and more, up to the very heart of creation. And then again, drawing down, spiral of energy through the crown into the heart. So now there's a double helix, double spirals of energy, connecting your heart with the very heart of the universe, the heart of creation. Beautiful spirals, earth, sky, connecting in your heart. Ancient primordial powers of which you are an integral part. You become a conduit of these ancient primordial creative powers. And now we move to the horizontal plane. I hold my arms out for this. So again, from that orb of light in the center of the chest, I send through my left hand a spiral of energy out across the earth, through multidimensional portals connecting into that beautiful web of light. The crystalline grid, the luminous matrix, receiving back. Exhaling to the right, sending energy through my hands, connecting, inhaling back. So now we have earth, sky, left, right, axes of light, connecting in the heart, forming a beautiful cross of light. And then the final step of the circuit is front and back, moving into 3 dimensions. So sending forward across the earth, through the multidimensional portals, connecting into that etheric web. Inhaling back. And then sending behind. Connecting, inhaling back. So now we have 6 axes of light. Earth, sky, left, right, front and back, connecting our heart into this beautiful web of creation. The Tibetans call it the jeweled fabric of the universe, of which every heart is an integral part. Just feeling yourself, connected, plugged in through this beautiful circuitry of light. So holding yourself in this beautiful luminous architecture, activating your heart, connecting your being with quantum consciousness, with your own intuitive guidance, I will move into the sound transmission. Let yourself be bathed in this vibrational frequency. This is an ancient Vajrayana chant to awaken that Vajra light in your heart.
zardongula yajenjoji nodrumne bemayongne jezudrak kordogadro mambe gorjeji jezudagribji shinji lobji jegzuzolguru Zardongbula yazinjoji nodrumne bemayongne jezudrak kordum gadro mambe gorjeji jezudagribji shinji lobji jegzuzolguru Vajra Guru Bemaziri Om 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 Vajra Guru Bemaziri Vajra Guru
call to the infinite, luminous heart of existence, the pure, indestructible diamond, Vajra, light, that emanates perfect, loving awareness for all creation. May everything be beneficial for all being. You can bring your hands back to your heart where we started. Remembering that beautiful orb of light in the center of your chest. And that circuitry, that beautiful diamond radiant circuitry, connecting your heart with earth, sky, and the four directions. Observing how you feel when your heart is activated, awakened, and connected with all being. Feeling your energy body alive and vibrant. Feeling your heart as your sovereign soul center self. The more that we become heart-centered, the less we get pulled off balance by all the turbulence in the outer world. And this is our vision for each person and for the world. Envision a civilization of humans deeply connected into their hearts, creating a civilization of peace and beauty and collaboration through this heart awareness. As the heart becomes stronger and more present in our daily awareness, we begin to develop skills like intuitive connection with our own higher guidance and telepathic awareness and sensitivity to subtle energies. But mostly we are grounded in our truth, in our sovereign soul self. And our perspective and our understanding of our human existence here on Earth and the nature of our connection with the universe completely changes. So, these are some of the benefits of doing this practice. This is the first ground level practice, the initial practice, and we have others that build on this, that we teach on other Sunday nights. Every Sunday night I teach a different practice of the three. There's the heart circuit practice, there is the heart protector practice, and then there is the temple of the heart practice, all rooted in this circuitry, but slightly different focus, and but they're ways of strengthening and activating and connecting with that heart light. So I thank you for joining me this evening. I'd like to conclude with an Om, 3 Ohms, that you're welcome to chant with together, a final offering of peace and beauty, that we take this good energy, this good awareness of the heart, and we will send it out through the circuitry for the benefit of all beings. This is called the dedication of merit. We'll do it as 3 Ohms together. Oh. Thank you, thank you. Namaste, namaste.